Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our online class for today. So, how are you all doing for today?
Okay,
Afternoon,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay,
Okay,
so
good, ma'am.
please allow me to share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Very clear.
ma'am.
Okay. So, hello, everyone. Today, I will be having my teaching demonstration. So, first of all, I will introduce myself. I am Michelle Joy J. Valenzuela, 22 years old from Barangay San Miguel, Dumalag, Capiz, and currently studying at Iloilo Science and Technology University. Currently taking a course of Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education. So if you want to message me, if you have question at the end of this discussion, please email me at my email address, michellejoy.valenzuela.isatu.edu.ph. Okay, so here is the flow of our discussion for today. May I present to you the table of the content? The first part will be the preliminary activity, followed by the obstruction, then the application, and we will end with the evaluation. Okay. For the content standard, the learner will demonstrate understanding of the underlying principles in the preparation of carpentry tools and construction materials. For the performance standards, the learner independently prepares carpentry tools and construction materials based on the industry standards. Then learning competency, we have the LO1, the identify materials and tools for a task with the code of TLE _industrial arts, carpentry, grade 7 to 8, understanding tools /0A/1 or the LO1. For the objectives, at the end of the lesson, the students shall identify tools and materials discussed in the carpentry and describe the uses of tools and materials in carpentry. Okay. For the lesson title, we have prepare construction materials and tools. Then for the content, we have the carpentry tools and construction materials. Now, here are the learning resources. All information that I've used is from these resources. Here are the name of books, name of the persons, and the sites. Okay, let's start with the preliminary activity. May I request Richard Mark Capindo to please lead the prayer for this afternoon session.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. So, let us put ourselves in the presence of our Lord. Let us pray, Father, we praise you and thank you, Lord, sa hapon na makatuon naman kung sa bagong lesson, Lord. Bigay kami kaalam, wisdom, and understanding. And bigay kami sa confidence na participate sa klase, and we humbly ask, Lord, for forgiveness. Ito na naman sa Lord naman lively gid ang mga klase subong hapon.
Amen. Thank you, Richard Mark Capindo. Okay, let's proceed now to the attendance. Since not all of you had a chance to enter our online class, we will just use the format of checking the attendance by chatting your last name and your first name on the chat box for me to recognize that you are here in our online class. Is that clear? Okay, so while you are chatting your last name and first name on the chat box for your attendance, please allow me to read to you the classroom rules and regulations that we all need to follow during the discussion. We have 5 classroom rules and regulations. Number 1, always respect your teachers and your classmates. Number 2, Click the hand button and unmute your mic and ask permission to speak and wait until you are being recognized when you want to speak and if you have questions. Number 3, participate and listen during the class. Number 4, take down notes for some important topic discussed during the discussion. And lastly, do not sleep during the class. Okay, now I'm going to test if you could still remember our last topic. We will have a review session in regards to the safety precautions that we need to follow in horticulture, which is our past lesson. So this review activity is entitled thumbs up or thumbs down. For this activity, in the given statement, you are going to type thumbs up if the statement is correct and thumbs down if the statement is wrong. But for us to be more lively, I will be requesting you to just answer it verbally so that we will know if you have really remembered our past lesson. Okay? Are you all ready?
Yes, ma'am, we are ready.
Okay. Number 1. Keep fingers away from the edge of sharp cutting tools. Is it a thumbs up or is it a thumbs down? Thumbs up. Correct. May I know your last name? Okay, very good. Number 2. Injuries or accidents that occur should not be reported immediately to the teachers. Is it a thumbs up or is it a thumbs down?
I wish
Thumbs
to be
down,
recognized.
ma'am.
Yes, who would like to be recognized? Okay,
Kapindo, ma'am.
Pindo?
Thumbs
Okay,
down.
correct. And for the other one who answered it,
Ganhe, ma'am. Thumbs down.
what's your answer?
Thumbs down.
Okay, also correct. Okay, so you got it right. Number 3, avoid wearing of loose clothing when working. Sleeves should be fitting and shirt tucks in as much as possible. Remove ties and jewelry.
Ma'am.
Yes?
Thumbs up, ma'am.
Okay, may I request what's your last name?
Kaalem, ma'am.
Okay, very good, Kaalem. You got it right. Number 4, keep tools in proper places. Is it a thumbs up or is it a thumbs down?
I think thumbs up.
Okay, correct. Number 5, never use dull or damaged tools. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Okay, very good. You got it all right. Okay, so congratulations. I think you are ready for new lesson to gain. So let's proceed to the motivation. Okay, so for the motivation part, we will have another activity entitled Guess What? For this activity, you are going to be guessing the name of tools and materials that is shown in the screen. So here is the picture number 1. Who could answer it? You just have to guess what's the name of this tool.
Kaalem, ma'am.
Yes, Kaalem.
Hammer.
Yes, correct. Hammer, or in our vernacular word, it is called a what? What is it in our vernacular word? It is a martillo, correct. Okay, so this one is called claw hammer. Okay, let's proceed to the picture number 2. Who could guess?
That's a saw, ma'am.
A saw. Okay, correct. But the real name of this tool is what you call a cross-cut saw. Okay.
Lagari, ma'am.
Yes, ragari in our vernacular word. Okay, next one.
Permission to speak, ma'am.
Yes,
Full push rule, ma'am.
very good. You got it right. This one is called a pull-push rule. Okay, next. This one is very familiar.
Screwdriver.
Correct. Last name, please.
Kaalem, ma'am.
Okay, Kalem, you got it right. It is called a screwdriver. Next one, we have the
Label.
okay, label. Last name again, Kaalem.
Kaalem, ma'am.
Okay. So you got it right. It is what you called a spirit label or label. Okay, so everyone, congratulations. You got the correct answer, and I'm very excited to tell you that our topic for today is related to this picture shown in this activity. Okay, so are you all ready to gain new information for today's topic? Are you all ready?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
let's begin. Our topic for today is entitled Prepare Construction Materials and Tools. And of course, in order for us to prepare different materials and tools, we need to identify or describe the different materials and tools used in construction. Okay, so here is a description of materials and tools. Start with the material. We have the lumber, sawn, timber. Here is the picture of a lumber. So it is a collective term of harvested wood, whether cut into logs, heavy timber, or a member which is used in a light frame of construction. So it is mainly used for structural purposes, and it has many other uses as well. Okay. Next, we have the nails. So nails is made of metal, which is used for fastening woods. It is a basic type of fastener and had been used in a construction in some form of activity in at least 3,000 years ago. And the main uses of this is joining the pieces of a timber or fastening material on the timber. Okay, so this one is very familiar of all of us because usually you could find this at home. Okay, next we have the cement. Cement is also one of the most common material that could be found at home. So who among here had a cemented house or a concrete house? Anyone? Ang inyo balanga-balay is made of kahoy or made of cemento? Or a combination of two?
Combination, ma'am.
Yes, so you could see cement, no? So if you observe on the process of making of your houses or buildings, na nakita nyo na bala nga ginamix la nila ang powdered substance, that is what you call a cement, okay? So cement is a binder material, and it is, it's hardened, the cement create a strength that could create a lot of big industrial projects and structures. Okay. Next, we have the sand. Sand is a fine, gritty substance that could be found in the shore or in the desert. So it is a topsoil aggregate that people associate with either sandcastle in forming a structure and also in forming structural buildings. Okay, so if you could observe, no, if you go to the beach and when you want to create a sandcastle, they are using a sand and a water. So mabakod siya, class, no, but not that much once maigo naman siya sing water. That's why sa construction, it is mixed together with the water and cement for it to be more stronger. Okay, next we have the plywood. So plywood is a thin cross-laminated sheet of wood. So it is it could naturally withstand a lot of stress and of course, no, for example, mag-ulan, mag-init, and for those nga ang balay nila is made of plywood, it could stand, no? Hindi na siya hambal mo nga ang plywood para lang siya sa mga boxes or mga dividers. Also, there are houses that is made of plywood. And also class, one of the uses of plywood is ang gitawag naton nga kisame. Okay, so hinahimo na siya using a plywood para malesen ang temperature sang sulod kang balay. Okay, so kung tama na gid ka init kag ang scene ninyo you don't have the plywood nga ginagamit ninyo nga ano tawag sinagani ang ginabutang sa babaw ang kisame. Okay? Next, we have the gravel coarse aggregate. So along with the sand, it is used for manufacture of concrete, as well as for mixing with asphalt as a part of road construction. So, would you observe, no, sa pag-obra bala sang mga kalsada? So this gravel is one of the material that is being mixed together with the cement para maging mabakod kag magdugay ang aton nga mga highways nga ginaagyan, ang mga dalan nga na. So you should keep that in mind nga ang ginagamit sa mga kalsada is not just a sand or ang cement lang, but there is a coarse aggregate na ginaadira which is called a gravel. Okay, so ginamix ina siya sa espalto, then ginapangtapal sa mga may mga lubak-lubak. Okay? Okay. Now let's proceed to the tools. So first up, we have the pull-push rule. So pull-push rule is used for measuring long distances. It is something that is stretched to measure long stock and can retract by itself to its coil. So mas mayad pa ang pull-push rule, no? Kabalo siya magbalik sa iya mismo nga ginhalinan. Okay, so if you're going to measure, for example, long distances ng wood, or ang distance based ang haligi sa piyak, kag haligi man sa piyak. So all you have to use is pull-push rule. Okay, so who among you here had a chance to use pull-push rule? Nakagamit na bala kamo sini or nakakita na kamo bala sini?
Nakagamit naman.
Wow, okay, so you have the idea how to use it. Okay, very good, Shannon. Okay, next we have the claw hammer, or what we called a martillo. Okay, so claw hammer is used for driving and pulling out nails. So it is used to pound nails and also remove nails. But it could also be used for minor demolition. So mga, for example, makita nyo na sa TV class. So ang hammer is not just used for pounding nails, but as well as, for example, gusto nyo i-demolish ang parts ng balay nyo bingi nagsalabi, no? For example, you wanted to create a window in that wall. So all you have to do is use a claw hammer and a chisel para makakreate ka mo sa wall, ang hole I mean sa wall. Okay, so, but the main use of claw hammer, do not forget, is to pound or to drive a nails and to pull a nails out. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next we have the crosscut saw. So crosscut saw is a tool used for cutting across the grain. Okay, so it is a best tool in cutting across the wood. Its teeth is angled backward with beveled edge while cutting on both push and pull strokes for a clean and accurate notch. Okay, so ang iyang sininga paggamit, push and pull, nagautod siya sing ang kahoy. Okay, but we have another saw class, basi ma-confuse ka mo, no? So again, take note. Crosscut saw is a tool used for cutting across. The word across must be taken notes, okay? Kay base later on matingala ka mo. Okay, so again crosscut saw, across ang pagcut. Then, rip saw is used for cutting along. Okay, again, along the grain. So rip saw naman class is called also as a tooth saw. It is an all-purpose, hard-working tool that if you want to make a rough cuts. So kung gusto mo naman nga ang rough na ang agis ang imo nga wood sa pagutod, you could use ripso, because the teeth is alternate between left and right bends. So nagabend ang iya nga unto-unto. May gaadto sa left, may gaadto sa right. Then ang iya nga pagkat is only in a push stroke. So nagakat lang siya sa push nga stroke, not in pull. Not like the other one, the crosscut saw, nga kung i-cut mo siya, you're going to use the stroke of pull and push. While the rip saw, only push. Okay? Are you still confused, or you already know the difference between the crosscut saw and the rip saw?
Nakuha na, ma'am.
Okay, so again ha, okay? So crosscut saw, ano gani ang iya nga pag-utod? Is it across? Ano gani siya? Across ha? Okay, again ha, across. Then ang rip saw is along. Okay, next, let's proceed to the next one, which is the plumb bob. So plumb bob is used for vertical alignment. A bob of a lead or the heavy material, this one class so ang ginatuon kung nabila diri sa akon nga cursor nga arrow. Amo ni siya class ang mabugat nga part wherein it is created it is pulling the weight wherein nagka-create siya sa tadlong nga line using a string. Okay, so that string is what you called a vertical reference line called a plumb. Okay, so ang bob is amo nang iya nga ulo-ulo nga mabugat nga part, while ang string nga line nga nagasunod sa iya nga bugat is what you called a plumb. Okay? Okay. Next, we have the tri-square. Tri-square is used to test the squareness of the stock. A tri-square is a special purpose square in a wood and metal working, which is used to mark and measure materials. Okay, so of course, no, it's like a ruler, but different from the ruler because ang tri-square siya, may handle siya nga part, while ang ruler, yeah, wala siya sing handle. Okay, so this one is used for metal and woodworks. Okay. Next, we have the hacksaw. If there is a saw that is used in wood, there is a saw that is used for metal and pipes. So that is what you call a hacksaw. Hacksaw is a fine-toothed saw used to cut metals and pipe. So hacksaw class is a powered and small-toothed saw. It has a U-shape. Ariyo, ang amo ni nga part, amo na siya ang ginatawag na U-shape. So it is also has a handle. This one for your easy access, of course, and syempre, safety while you are cutting. Okay, and the last one is the label bar. So label bar is a tool used in checking vertical and horizontal position. So it consists of a small glass tube containing alcohol or a similar liquid, and it has an air bubble inside. So for you to distinguish whether it's correct na ang pag-imo nga pag-check sang imo nga vertical alignment or horizontal alignment, all you have to do is place the label bar in the position wherein you are checking the accurateness of the label. Then you need to make sure that the bubble is in the center. Okay, so if the bubble is the center, then the area that you are checking is correct or level. Okay, so do you have any questions or clarifications, class?
None,
Yan,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, so naintindihan nyo na ang aton nga lesson. Let's proceed to the next part, which is the application. Okay, so for the application class, all you have to do is complete the table below by describing the different tools and materials used in carpentry. So for us to be more active, since you are here in our Zoom meeting, all you have to do, class, is answer it verbally, okay? But for those who have intermittent connection, you could just write your answer on a one sheet of pad paper, then pass this on Monday, okay? So for those that here in our online class, please answer it verbally, okay? Are you all ready? Everyone, are you all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So who could answer number 1? Would like to answer? Number 1 is a ripsaw. Who could describe what is ripsaw? Okay. Anyone?
Permission to speak, ma'am. Pwede ilagay na.
Yes?
Okay na, ma'am. So, ripsaw, para sa ako, nagamit
Yes.
ni to cut along the grain, ma'am.
Okay. Very good. That's correct. Next, the nails. Who could describe what is nails?
Ma'am.
Yes, yes, Pauline?
Yes, ma'am. Nails are used to fasten the woods with the use of hammer.
Correct. Okay, so nail is used to fasten wood using a hammer. Correct. You got it right, Pauline. Okay, next we have the label bar. What is label bar? Anyone? It is used for? You could answer in a vernacular
Use
word, class, huh? Yes, yes.
level bar is a straight level wherein it measures to get the level in order nga mas straight bala siya mamaw.
Okay, that's correct. You got the right answer. Okay, so label bar is used for checking the vertical alignment and the horizontal alignment of a position. For example, you want to check the level of ang beam abi sa balay, then you're gonna use a label bar. Okay, that's correct. That's correct, Shannon. Number 4, claw hammer. You could answer a claw hammer.
Me, ma'am.
Yes?
Hammer is used in driving nails into or pulling them from the wood.
Correct, that's correct. So claw hammer is used for driving and pulling out nails. Okay, and lastly, we have the lumber. What is lumber?
Permission to speak, ma'am. Kapindo.
Yes, yes, Kapindo, go on.
As far as I can remember sa natin nga lesson, number, it is on timber.
Yes,
I'm audible, ma'am.
yes, yes, go on.
Uh, as far as I can remember, sa aton nga lesson din naman, lumber is on timber.
Okay, correct. So it is sawn timber. Okay, so here is the correct answer wherein you already answered naman, no? So I'm very proud of you that you could still remember and you really understand our topic. Okay, so with that, I'm going to ask some questions regarding on our activity. Okay, so how do you find the activity, class? Is it hard? Is it easy? Or is it moderate?
For me, ma'am, Kapindo,
Yes?
for me, it is interesting and challenging as well. It
Okay.
challenged our mind, ang retention ng lesson.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you.
Okay, wow. It's so nice, no, that you're being challenged and you feel interested with our lesson. Okay, so thank you, Mark. Next, what made you answer the activity? What strategies, or did you take down notes, or did you just listen carefully to your teacher, or did you use an advanced study? What did you do? What made you answer the activity?
Permission to speak, ma'am.
Yes, go on, Pauline.
Yes, ma'am. I just understand the the definition and the use, ma'am, of the tools, since I am already familiar with those tools already, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, very good, Pauline. No, I am very amazed that you are already familiar with it. So you have the idea na already na stuck sa imong nga mind nga you already know how to use it, and you could identify easily those materials and tools that we've discussed. Okay, next one. What did you learn in this activity?
Permission to speak, ma'am.
Yes, go on.
I learned this activity about the tools and materials used in carpentry, also their purposes or meanings.
Okay, very good, Shannon. And lastly, which part of the activity do you find it hard to answer? Did you find it, may part ba lang nabudlayan ka mo mag-answer, or okay lang sa inyo? Is there a part?
Permission to speak, ma'am.
Yes, go on.
For me, a little bit hard when it comes to application.
Okay.
It tested our mental or ang amon nga retention sa lesson naging lesson mo sa amon ma'am, and then tingnan dali nga take down notes para kung makalipat kami ni ara kami nga pado or basahon. Amo lang na. Thank you.
Okay, that's correct, no? Taking down notes is very important during the class because there are some part nga gin-discuss ni ma'am that you might forget along the way. Okay, so that's a nice strategy, no, Mark Apindo, that you overcome the challenges that you encounter also in our discussion. Okay, so clap your hands to yourself, class. You did a great job in this application. So I could say that you are ready for the next part, which is the evaluation. So for the evaluation, you are going to select the best answer in the choices given below, and you are going to answer it on your paper. So for this part, on your modules, no? So sa module ginkuha sa mga parents ninyo, you are going to base there the summative test because dira na ni makita ang summative test, no? Then you are going to answer 10-item test regarding on our lesson. Then once you're done, just give it to your parents. Then I will be collecting your answer on Monday. Okay, is that clear?
Yes,
Clear
ma'am.
na clear, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So I know that you could answer this because I believe in you that you can. Okay, so before we end our discussion, I will be leaving you a quotation saying that education is our passport in the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today, by Milcolin X. Okay, so I hope this saying will touch your heart and will give you motivation to strive much more harder so that in the future you will be gaining the success that you're aiming. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. So may I request everyone please to open your device camera so that we could take pictures. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you so much everyone for attending our online class. I hope that you've learned something that you could use in future or in a real life situation. Okay, goodbye everyone. God bless.
Goodbye. Thank you,
Bye
ma'am.
and thank you, ma'am.
Okay.